Hello and welcome to Escape the Imposter. Our theme is centralised around the game that took the internet by storm in 2020. Among Us is an online multiplayer social deduction game that was published in 2018 but became popular 2 years later. As keen players ourselves, we wanted to take this virtual online game and bring it to life by creating an Among Us themed escape room. Here is the initial mood board we created.
Whilst the Among Us craze continued, famous YouTubers started creating content which included them playing the game online. A few YouTubers took this a step further by creating a game of Among Us in real life. Whilst watching these videos, we were inspired to create a real-life Among Us game with our own unique twist.
As Macon states, in immersive theatres there are diverse ranges of ways in which the audience are involved in the work. Taking this into consideration, we wanted to begin the audience's experience weeks before the performance conducted. Our idea was to hand out the crewmate admin cards to each individual participant along with the boarding pass, informing them of the date, time and place of the performance. Without their crewmate admin cards, they wouldn't be able to check in for the flight. This idea creates the beginning of the performance, allowing the audience to form excitement and anticipation with the overall sense of curiosity. Using Adobe Photoshop, we created admin cards, boarding passes and task sheets for each individual player. These documents are distributed prior to the performance and are used to enter the game. The next few slides show the admin cards, boarding pass, task sheet and map.
Macon explains you may have an extended or intriguing journey to get to the location. This journey itself makes you aware that you are being taken out of your comfort zone. By creating a pre-performance performance, it subverts theatre stereotypes, which ensures the players are out of their comfort zone. Upon arrival to the escape room, you will be greeted by lobby staff who will assist you in making sure you've brought the correct documentation, which grants you access to your admin card. The lobby will be decorated with paper to make it look like you're in space. Along with this, the participants will be able to hear the Among Us theme tune playing in the background. For the main section, we were going to attach black cards together and stitch fairy lights to it to create a space background. For the rocket, stars and moon, we were going to print out multiple copies of each onto coloured paper, arranging and attaching them to create the effect of space.
A remixed Among Us theme song from Spotify will be played before entering the escape room. The music will be played as our players are swiping their admin cards and boarding passes as well as accessing the sanitising station. Using music before the performance officially starts creates an intense atmosphere for the players. Jonathan Burrows states, "You can change the whole world of something by the music or sound you use." For our performance, we wanted to make sure that our players felt anticipation, tension and excitement for what's to come upon entrance to the escape room.
The Imposter is not a physical character in the game that you'll be able to see. In fact, they created this escape room as they want to capture new crewmates who board the ship. Your job is to not only escape, but also figure out who the imposter is. Once the imposter has been found, we will eject him into space, never to be seen again. Upon entrance to the room, you will be required to scan your admin cards to clock in for your first shift aboard the HMSS Remy. It is also fundamental that you walk through the sanitising station to make sure you aren't bringing any germs from Earth into space. Our sanitising station will include hand sanitizer and a smoke machine with the green light aiming through it, that the participants must walk through. Whilst they are walking through, myself and Malika will be watching them on the live camera, whilst telling them what to do. We will be using pre-recorded audio to modify our voice to create a robotic sound using Adobe Audition. This is what it will sound like. Agreeing with Jonathan Burrows' statements around creating atmosphere with sound, we made sure that the sound was unfamiliar, alien-like and created tension within the room among players.
Welcome to the sanitising station. Please step forward. Sanitising, 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 sanitising. Sanitising complete.
To inform the participants of the game instructions, we created a short clip using Isadora. Burrows states that filmed images carry a weight of visual impact, and we believe this video impacts the narrative and theme of the game as well as the participant experience. Here is the how to play video along with screenshots of how we created it using Isadora.
We warmly welcome you aboard HMSS Remy to space.
As NAFA crewmates, please ensure that you have swiped your ID, otherwise we will terminate your wages for your first day ever on board.
We will begin our journey shortly, but before we do, we will inform you of the rules and regulations aboard HMSS Remy.
Welcome to the operations wing in the spaceship. This is where you and your fellow crewmates must complete the tasks to ensure the passengers aboard the flight have a safe journey to space. Each room within the operation wing contains a task which you must complete.
To start your tasks, you must find your assigned task sheet. It is hidden in a room within the operation wing. After you've located your task sheet, you must find the task rooms and complete the task you have been assigned. Fail to do this and it will be a bumpy ride to space.
But beware, whilst completing your tasks, you are not alone. The spirit of a past crewmate is among you. He'll be watching your every move using the security cameras. Currently, the crewmate of the past, Mr. Cranky Pants, is getting his beauty sleep, so hopefully, as a team, you have enough time to escape. We will be setting up a timer for you to let you know how many minutes and seconds he has left before Mr. Cranky Pants wakes up. Your job is to complete these tasks before the timer runs out, otherwise he will capture you forever.
We know the HMSS Remy can get a little confusing. Therefore, if you ever need any help navigating around the ship, you can shout, "Map!" and perform our ancient traditional twerky-turkey dance that's been passed down through generations of crewmates. We now invite members of NAFA to perform this commemorative dance, especially for you.
The twerky turkey.
As you can see, there is a big red button located in the cafeteria. If you press this button, the whole spaceship will blow up into 1,000 pieces.
Excuse me, lady, I don't think so. The emergency red button actually helps you crewmates. Nothing will explode, I promise. By pressing the big red button, a siren will sound, meaning us two geniuses will reappear. We can help you if you get stuck along the way. However, you're only allowed one press per person, so choose wisely.
But just before you go, we need to address the health and safety regulations. First of all, we have passengers on board that have a nut allergy, so please, no nuts of any kind. Also, your exits are here, here, and here. Blah, 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 sanitize, keep your distance, keep your hands, feet, and lips to yourself.
Fabulous. Right, well, we'll set your timer and away you go. Are you ready?
Let's get ready to rumble. Let's get ready, let's get ready, let's get ready to rumble. Watch us wreck the mic, watch us wreck the mic, watch us wreck the mic. Psych. Let's get ready.
3,
2,
1.
escape the imposter! Ooh, yeah.
The audience like having a job to do. The players will have to complete a total of 10 tasks throughout the game. All tasks will give either obvious or very subtle hints, for example, a colour or a number suggesting the quantity of letters in the imposter's name. Using these clues, they should be able to eliminate possible crewmates that they don't think are the imposter, leaving them with a list of who the imposter could be. At the end of the escape room, the players will have the chance to hit the emergency button to lock in their answer, which will then be revealed for them.
Task 1 is to find the task sheet. To do this, the player must complete the alphabet code, revealing which room the task sheets are hidden in. This task will appear on the screen and the crewmates must buzz the emergency button to reveal if their answer was correct.
Hopefully, the players would have spotted that the pattern is the alphabet in reverse order with 2 letters from the start of the alphabet in between each singular letter. Subsequently, this would have revealed the room which was hiding their task sheets. There is a failure within the engine tank and it needs to be fixed fast. Head to the upper engine room. In the upper engine room, there is a stack of multicoloured Jenga blocks. The goal is to pull out 4 green Jenga blocks consecutively. However, if you pull a red, you must start again. If the Jenga tower falls over, you must rebuild it again and continue the task until you have pulled out 4 greens in a row. Here is a quick video explaining how the task would work.
The spaceship is going off course. It needs to be steered into the correct direction. Go to navigation. To steer the spaceship back on course, you must roll 2 numbers on the giant dice that add up to 6, for example, 4 and 2 or 5 and 1. After successfully completing the tasks, players will then move on to their next assignment.
Unfortunately, Mr. Cranky Pants woke up a bit too early, and he isn't very happy about that. He will try anything he can to stop you from escaping the HMSS Remy. The audio you're about to hear was created in Adobe Audition by recording our normal voices and lowering the pitch of it to make it sound more manly.
Oh, I hope this is working. Oh, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, we're all set. Hello all, I am Lieutenant Keith. Others refer to me as Cool Keith with a K, Karate Keith, or the other alternative which I repeat, did not choose, Mr. Cranky Pants. Anyway, I can see a little crew of new starters today. Hello, how are you doing? I hope your first day is going swimmingly. I know what you're all up to. Yes, I've heard you all running around trying to complete things of such. You all have done something very, very awful, and you quite frankly need to be punished. Yes, that's right. You all woke me from my slumber. How very dare you? To punish you, I've locked up that pink crewmate of yours and thrown away the key. Ha ha ha! Now, if you want to release that little pink thing, you must solve the 6-digit number code to unlock it. There will be 2 puzzles you need to complete. Answer correctly and our pink friend will walk freely. Fail to do so, I shall release it into outer space, never to be seen again. You can take as long as you need to complete the puzzles, but you only have 1 chance at guessing correctly. The first puzzle will appear on screen, and when you want to navigate to the second, you can just press the emergency button to do so. When you are ready to input your answer, please use the keyboard to type in the code. You may use your notebooks to solve these puzzles. Now, off you go!
To access their crewmate ID, players will have to crack a series of codes. Players will need to mathematically figure out the amount of each symbol. After successfully completing the task, the crewmates will need to figure out the next set of codes.
This puzzle requires the players to find out the number sequence. Once they have figured it out, they must put the answers from puzzle 1 and this one together to create one 6-digit code. The 6-digit code is then entered into the Bluetooth keyboard and if correct will release Pink from captivity.
Players must enter numbers using the Bluetooth keyboard located in the cafeteria into the on-screen keypad that they think are in the code. If they are correct, the numbers will appear on screen. If incorrect, a blank screen will remain. Once the code is correct and has unlocked, Pink Crewmate will be set free. We used Isadora to create a sequence of triggers for when the players enter numbers into the padlock, meaning that they cannot input the next number until the one before is correct. Here's a video of what should happen. Macon states that the sense of uncertainty within the players will be triggered by the clues and the tasks that they have been given, which in turn creates awareness and a temporary community experience something new together.
After completing all 10 tasks, the players must find out who the imposter is by process of elimination. The players must use their answers to clues found along the way. For example, 2 numbers on the dice must add up to 6. This is a clue as to who and what colour the imposter is. To lock in and confirm their answer, crewmates must press the red emergency button. It will then reveal if they have succeeded or failed.
The players have successfully completed the tasks and escaped the imposter. Now it's time to clock out and head back down to Earth. The spaceship has successfully landed, and now the crewmates must exit HMSS Remy. On their way out, crewmates must swipe their admin cards to clock out, hand over their boarding pass to the lobby staff, and walk through the sanitising station. Once crewmates have exited the lobby, the spaceship receives a deep clean, getting ready for the next set of crewmates. The narrative we have created for our escape room has, as Big In puts it, created an intense immersive experience for the players.
Thank you for listening.